Hi, I'm Brent from Stoney Creek. Welcome to the very first Virtual Gunmakers show. We're pretty excited from New Zealand to be extending our family into Europe. So Stoney Creek Europe is now alive and we're launching it. Everything we do is about maximising your experience through purpose-built products. So we'll put so much energy and effort into building something from the fabric up. Being prepared is everything. So with our range and offering, it will help you be prepared for anything Mother Nature can throw at you. Passion is the absolute lifeblood of this heart, and it's something that just vests right through the veins of Stoney Creek. The community of people are who we rely on, so the information that comes back helps us provide better products, fit for purpose, to give you a great time where you can maximise your experience. It doesn't matter where we are in the world, we're all about purpose-built products. Welcome to Stoney Creek's very first Europe Tech Talk. I'm sitting here with Kerry, who's one of our head designers, been around a long time and knows good product, eh?
Yeah, been around too long, some would say, but yeah, really excited to sort of show the UK what we can do, and we're specialists in what we do, so yeah, just excited to share that really.
So New Zealand's obviously not too dissimilar to Europe as far as the weather. It's always changing, there's wind, there's rain, and so what we thought we'd do is show you one of our products, which is a very good stalking and shooting jacket. It's called the Suppressor jacket, Kerry.
Yeah, it is. It's a bit unique. It's a 3-layer garment, so we focus on 3-layer garments in New Zealand, mostly for their durability and the ease of fast drying as well. Again, like Brent was saying, we get a lot of conditions here in one day, so we want garments that are going to cope through all those conditions. And so the fabric chosen for the Suppressor, we've chosen a waterproof, highly breathable, super durable, fast drying fabric. The membrane we use inside them, we use a hydrophilic membrane, and we use that as opposed to other microporous on the market, because when the garment does get wet and muddy and bloody on the outside, which happens in our environment, we want something that's actually still going to be able to breathe through that, not get blocked up and then not stop breathing, which makes you sweaty. So that's the key part to this. We use really high quality DWRs, again just to shed any water and to make the garment dry fast on the outside as well.
So what we'll do is we'll take you through some features of both the women's and the men's Suppressor jacket.
The ladies' jacket is not just a small men's jacket. We've put a lot of work into actually getting the shaping right. You'll notice we've got some darts in areas to create volume, and then we've got shaping to reduce volume as well. So you're not just wearing a sort of a big sack, if you like, you know. And we've got the same pocketing on the men's and women's. So you've got large pockets on the front here, takes the boxer shells in the front, hand warmers behind, so you've always got somewhere to keep your hands warm, and stick extra things, gloves, beanies, that type of stuff that you take off.
So with respect to the women's products, Sarah, our head of design, she's very passionate around ladies' products, and we've got full grading where we look at all the sizes, and it is tricky, but it's something that we've done very, very well and fantastic results.
Yeah, thanks Brent. I'm Sarah and I've been head of design here at Stoney Creek for a while, part of the furniture. I am passionate about making product that fits, and that can be either for men or for women. So what we've got here are 2 Alvenon models. Now, we did a lot of research to try and find our standard sizes for our men and women all through the grading size range. And one thing you've got to take into consideration is how a product is worn dependent on the size. So for example here we've got a woman's Stoney Creek size 10 and a woman's Stoney Creek size 16. Now the importance about these two is when we're designing and developing product, we make sure that we request PP samples that are a size 10 and a 16, so we can see how the product fits for different sizes. For example, when we're talking about the Suppressor jacket, which is great from the UK market, we have chest pockets where we've added darts in there so that when product is put into the pocket, the item sits out from the chest rather than being uncomfortable and sitting towards the chest. And so we make sure that that fits for a size 10 and a size 16. So that's a little bit about grading, and we'll come back to you later on.
So Kerry, these dots here, explain what these are for.
Yeah, there are silicone grip dots on the shoulders. You notice we've got a raglan sleeve here, so we don't have an inset sleeve, so it's a much nicer sleeve for raising a rifle and things like that. With the silicone dotting, that just gives your rifle sling something to grip to as well, so it won't slip off the outside of the garment the whole time.
So a rifle sling or a cartridge bag, whatever it might be, it'll just help grab it and it doesn't slip off, or even a backpack or a rucksack. So that's something that is really, really good to most Stoney Creek products. The rag-in sleeve that Kerry's explaining there simply doesn't have an inset or a seam down the very top of the shoulder, Kerry.
That's right, yeah. So we want to avoid seams in places where you could potentially have issues. So you'll see the seams have been dropped down so they're out of the way, no seams across the shoulders. Yeah, that's a real key design feature. And
like Kerry says, if you're mounting a gun, you've got very little restriction. So with our products, we tend to have them very generous around the shoulders. Yeah, rag-in sleeves, absolute must if you're wanting freedom of movement within rainwear.
Yeah, absolutely.
Talk to me about the hoods and the little bit of wire and how
Yeah,
that
we've
works.
done a lot of work on the hoods. You'll notice on the Suppressor, the hood's actually fleece lined, because often again, when it's cold, you want all that protection. It drops right out of the way and you've still got a nice fleece lined collar inside it as well. So again, you're still getting that warmth around the back of your neck, even if you don't need your hood up. They've got a little peak at the front there, so you can shape the peak at the front. So again, you've got good protection. You can turn your head and you're not actually looking at the inside of your hood. You're actually looking to see what you want to look at, which is really key. The hood rolls and tucks away, so it sits behind as well. Doesn't fill up with water and that sort of thing. So for something that's so simple, there's actually a lot of thought and designs behind that hood. Yeah.
We've also got double storm flap.
Double storm flap
Double
with the
storm
rain
flap.
guttering. Yep.
So with the rain guttering, so what that means is wind driving and rain driving both ways, it's protected. And it's got a rain gutter inside the internal one, so any water that does get in there with wind that's driving it will end up working its way down the rain gutter, so it doesn't actually go in through the inside of the jacket. The other key thing around a lot of Stoney Creek rainwear products is that they're long. It's fantastic for sitting. If you're sitting, you can obviously sit down and you've got a waterproof area for your bottom. And that's restricting any of that water getting through your briefs or trousers or shorts.
If you're riding quads, riding horses, anything like that, you've actually got the ability to zip it up from the bottom, which gives you a lot more room to move as well, and then it zips down, so yeah, pretty key feature. We've got little domes on the top here, and so that just domes up, and then that lets you access the top of the pocket so it sits open. Again, great if you've got a box of shells or something in there. You're not constantly fighting against the pocket flap the whole time, and then it just drops away to cover it really simply as well.
So there's a couple of little features on the Suppressor jacket. There's also a lot of other things like the big large pockets with drain holes in them and different things like that we don't have a lot of time for now. You'll be able to hop on stoneycreekeurope.co.uk and learn a lot more about the Suppressor jacket and other products. But it's certainly a very good product that's warm where it needs to be warm. It's 100% waterproof and it will breathe. And the biggest thing about these jackets is they're light. So you're not carrying a whole lot of extra weight around, especially when they're wet. And you can enjoy your day and hopefully your experience is maximised. Jump on stoneycreekeurope.co.uk and you'll find the dealers under the stockist page and have a look and support them. New Zealand has got some pretty harsh environment, and that's where Stoney Creek was born. It was born in 1994 from an accident in the thick New Zealand native bush. A person nearly died there, and they came out and they decided that they needed to chase this pursuit of building high-end products. And from there, we've got a fantastic team of people, and we're just so passionate around how can we build products better. What happens with passion is that it just creates this insatiable pursuit for innovation. So we will not stop. We're going to keep raising the bar, and we're going to keep trying to make things better. So as much as we build some great products, we're going to keep trying to innovate, come up with new ideas, test them, prove them, and build better products for the future. From my point of view, we're so proud to be here. Stoney Creek Europe is a long-term dream and it's awesome. So for those that are supporting us, thank you very much. For the dealers, thank you very much for jumping on board. If you want to learn more about Stoney Creek in any way, jump on stoneycreekeurope.co.uk, have a chat to the dealers or have a chat to us directly, and we will show you how good this brand is.